All right, we are recording. Technical difficulties once again. I have an external video monitor thing that has a magnetic backing, so I put it on the back of an iPhone. My freaking stand, I guess it wasn't properly stand the tripod, so it fell over. Freaking the screen broke on the external monitor. Oh well. The show must go on. So we have day two. We have, and hopefully that microphone's working. We have day two of the 7-day Jumpstart. We're gonna go through just a little push-up routine, a little bit of jumping jacks. Because if you guys look at the 7-day Jumpstart material, we have a little bit of cardiovascular into it. But we are adding in the day one den assistant coach for the 20-minute block for this one. If you look on the course material, it's around 15 minutes or so. All right, so we're gonna go through scapular health warm-up. So we have mobilization for phase one. We have scapular carousels and quadruped for bulldog position. Then we have your prone Y, W, and T. So we'll go through those two first. Go 4 minutes. I got the timer. Hopefully I got the mic working. And the scapular carousels. So we're going to be all bulldog position. Try to keep your elbows locked in position. Don't bend your elbows. We're going to go for shrugs, protraction, retraction, and kind of go through the movements, little Michael Jackson movements on the ground. All right, let me get my. And last time I wasn't recording on the laptop because I was mirroring I think it was to my iPad for an extended monitor. So when I hit record, or when I hit record on the school platform here, I didn't realize because the laptop was so further away from me, it disconnected the audio because it was connecting to the iPad. So I had a little issues on our yesterday's workout, but it's all good now. I can figure that out. Got the camera here as a backup. Always have a backup secondary. And day two for the workout. Let me get my timer. All right. So the bulldog position is going to be for 2 minutes. All right. 2-minute rock and roll. Whoa. So you guys can see, yeah, you're good there. Wrists below the shoulders, knee below the hips. Bulldog position. Protraction, protraction, retraction. Elevation, depression. Oh, she feel great for that. Shoulder blades in the back. And a good morning. We are 7:10 Pacific. So you don't want to bend your elbows. You want to keep that control just for the scapula at the backside here. Elevation, depression, protraction, retract, curl, retract, and curl. Oh, definitely work for that posture. Getting the scapular, the scaps to work on its own. Have that control. Serratus anterior here, the boxer's muscle, so to speak. The fighter's muscle. You can have a solid grip on the floor. So now with your wrist, you can also, I came across, so for your wrist, you want to take think that you are making a snowball. So you want to grip the ground instead of being passive, and your forearms disengage, and your weight is just bearing on your wrist. Kind of want to grip the ground a little bit here. Or you can wrap a wet towel, or you can wrap a towel, or get a dumbbell and do the same thing for your wrist or booking. All right, we are approaching 2 minutes here. All right, now we have pronating. Remember, supinating is palm up, pronating is palm down. We have our Y's, W's, and T's. Bench a little bit here for us. I'm still in camera. So we have our Y's. We have our thumbs up, our T's, or palm down, but I'll do thumbs up. So we have a T, transition to a Y, and that W. Well, that's the I, but we're doing Y, T's, and W's. Have that control. Keep your head in line, neutral. Reset a little bit if you have to. In our room here, right? We're only doing the Y, and the T, and the W's. That Y, hit that T, and a W. About 30 seconds. Have that control, and recover. So that was the T's, Y's, and the W's. So just a quick little recap. So picture I'm on the floor, or if you always want to stay even standing, this even works too. Face the wall, best you can. Where are we at here? We got the Y, we got the W's, and we got the T. So you can always go for standing if you have to. If you can't go to the floor, if you don't want to go to the floor, you can do the standing version. All right, now we have. Oh, wow, okay, so we got, so scapular push-ups. Scapular push-ups, we have high plank position, keep your arms locked, sink between your shoulder blades, then push the floor away to round the upper back. Coaching cue, moving only the blades, not the elbows. Think sink and spread, sink and spread. And then we're gonna go through thread the needle for 2 minutes. Dynamic rotation from a quadruped position, Bulldog. Reach one arm deep under the body, then reach toward the ceiling. Coaching cue. Follow your hand with your eyes to unlock the thoracic spine, T-spine. Then we have a plank shoulder taps for 2 minutes. Wide feet for stability. Tap the opposite shoulder without rocking the hips. Coaching cue. The floor is ice. Don't let your hips shift in an arch. Okay, so shoulder taps, feet a little wider. And this is for 6 minutes. First one, scapular push-ups. High plank position, sink, and spread. That's too much. Go for knees bent. Or you can keep it to the quadruped position. But we're going to do high plank. Have that control. Exhale on the press, or the push away, or the spread. Sink, and spread. You can always do this against the wall, or even on an incline bench, or your ottoman. Oh, sorry, I want to modify. Halfway, 1 minute. Always reset if you have to. Hopefully the camera can see you there. 2 minutes. Jeez, it's a long one. And who decided 2 minutes? Our assistant coach did. This is for the 7-day Jumpstart workout material. Of course, you always take a break. That's when we go for the 2 minutes. That's always like doing 2 minutes or going for time. Because you could be an athlete of the year. You can be coming off the couch or coming out the bed. And wherever you are on that fitness spectrum, fitness level, you can go with it. Whew. All right. Double check your wrist. Kind of working there for a little bit long. All right, next one we have thread and then needle, so 2 minutes. So we'll do a continuous flow for both sides. Again, all fours, quadruped, spin up from here. I want to add in fingertips on the temple, rotate towards the ceiling, extend my arm, slide through, rotate towards the ceiling, or palm up, look at your thumb, and swoop underneath. That was 3. Fingertips open, open up that chest, use the hand. Oh, yeah, lost my train of thought there. I would do a little extra. That was 2. Elbows underneath. Open up that chest. Get that elbow nice and high. Then extend the arm. Get that deep breathing. Should feel great on that 7 a.m. morning. 15 seconds. Palm up or palm down. You take a feel both from palm down and palm up. Just to get that different feel for it, okay? Just for the back and shoulders for that rotation. Okay. All right. Next one we have plank shoulder taps. Okay, so have your feet a little wider. Keep your hips level. No shifting in the hips. So feet wide for that baseline. Let's see. That angle for us here. Wear my shoes because I'm gonna slip. So feet wide. Sorry, Mike. Smack the mic. Hips level best you can. Of course, if that's too much, same idea. Or even hovering. Hovering is a little hard for that bulldog position. Good solid plank style to it. Good solid core. "25 seconds. Transition. Myself a little breather. 10 seconds. And we'll do a little extra because I think I started late on the timer. Just busy yapping away. All right. And so that was the high plank shoulder tap with control. All right, we got 3 rounds. Next one we're going to go through. So I'll make sure I'll try to, I'll make sure to copy and paste the workout and paste it in the school community here when I post the video. So we have 3 rounds, a 4-2-1 tempo. So 4 seconds down, 2-second pause on the bottom, 1 second explosive back up to the top. Follow each set immediately with a 30-second cardio burst. Round 1, standard push-up, 8 to 10 reps. Hand and shoulders width apart. Elbows tucked at 45 degrees. Time under tension execution. 4 seconds down, the 4-2-1 tempo. Cardio disruption, 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Rest for 45. And doing 3 rounds. So that's round 1. And then round 2, we have a wide push-up, chest expansion. Sets, the set is 8 to 10 reps, 8 to 10 repetitions. Hands, 1.5x shoulder width. Focus on the stretch of the pecs. And then, of course, 30 seconds of jumping jacks, 45-second break. And round 3 is a diamond. If diamonds are a little too aggressive, go for a narrow stance or a yoga style push-up. 8 to 10 reps. And, of course, 30 seconds. So that's 3 rounds. Now, this should take about 10 minutes here. I'll make sure I mark that down. Because on day 1, it was like a 45-minute workout. It was supposed to be only like 28, 21 minutes. I did extra. We did extra. Okay, so standard, wide, and narrow, or diamonds, and a 30-second jumping jack, and 10-minute cap. All right, so first round, we have 8 to 10 reps for your standard push-up. Oh yeah, 4 seconds. 1, 2. This is aggressive. You can go onto your knees, use a wall, or a bench. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10, 9. Shaking away here. Come on, planks. All right, so that was 10. Of course, do a bench version, do even a wall or your countertop if you have to. We're gonna go 30 seconds. I'm getting a haircut today. I need a haircut. 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Now with the jack, make sure you don't have your knees in like a goalie. Okay, have your knees out. Hands. Be nice and light with your feet. All your feet. Thigh. Fingertips. That's too much. Lateral raise with no impact. Lost my time. 5 seconds. All right, next one we have a wider stance push-up. Same thing, 4 seconds down, 2-second pause, 1 explode. So if my standard was here, go a little wider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go 10. 10. Double check that wrist. Make sure we are recording. Jeez. Ooh. Oh, my chest. Yeah, the other day, when I came back from Cayman, I think I worked it on Saturday night and I came back on Sunday, or Saturday night and Sunday I went to the gym. Horrible story with the gym. But anyways, I used the day one assistant coach. And it was for 8 minutes, every minute on the minute, 10 push-up claps, and then I think 8 power snatches. So cycle through those 2 for the 8 minutes, every minute on the minute. My chest is sore from the push-up claps. All right, stop yapping. We got 30 seconds jumping jacks. Whew. Halfway. Let's get a break. Next one we're going to go through is a diamond push-up or a close grip. I'm going to do a close grip style to it. Oh, all right, come on, chest. So, standard, extra wide, narrow, nice and close, thumb, chest line, pec line. Elbows go back. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. So trying to hover for that bottom position. Let's go 3. 3. 2. That time under tension definitely has a little spiciness to it. All right, 30 seconds jumping jacks. Ten seconds. And recover. So I put the timer on. I do have 7 minutes on there. So let's do one more round. Athlete's choice, standard, wide or narrow. I'll go back to standard. It's a 10-minute cap. So that was narrow, that was wide, so we're right here. 1, 2. Actually, no, here. So what you can do to get better at the push-up is hand release, push-up style to it, and also use your knees. So for example, keeping my upper body, and then as soon as I'm comfortable, pop up the knees. Knees center down, hand release, upper body only, hand release, upper body only, then lift up. Lost track. We'll say that was 7. And we'll say a lucky 7. Nice little 2 foot wide. And release. Pause. It's tough. All right, 30 seconds. Ooh. 10 seconds. All right, shake it out. So it's 9.5 minutes on my timer there. So we had 4 sets. Oh, man. Nicely done, team. So we have the mindset recap and integration. The growth mindset pivot. In module 1, we define the growth mindset. The belief that abilities are developed through dedication and hard work. During today's time under tension sets, you likely encountered the I can't internal dialogue during that 2-second isometric hover. So we're building muscle and we're building that mental fortitude as well with it. So overcoming the I can't. The script flip. When your brain says, I can't finish this rep, your architecture responds by collapsing. To be elite, you must pivot. Replace I can't with I am currently building the capacity to become stronger, building the capacity to to overcome setbacks and to withstand outside influences by being dedicated and humble and kind. Then we have the architecture of will. Just as we build the muscles of the chest and triceps, we build the muscle of the mind. Every slow eccentric, the 4 seconds down, is a practice in discipline. Every explosive concentric contraction, 1 second up, is a practice in intent. Action item. As you recover, identify one moment in the circuit where you wanted to quit. Recognize that you did it. The gap between I want to stop and I am finished is where the elite athlete lives. Recovery instruction. Perform 1 minute of child pose with a side reach to stretch the lats and the serratus anterior. And of course, hydrate. Session is complete. Pain-free is not the absence of effort. It is the presence of precision. Pain-free is not the absence of effort. It is the presence of precision. All right, team. Day 2 of the 7-day Jumpstart. Hope you guys enjoy that. Happy morning. Good morning. Hopefully that'll stay on there. So hit that child pose. Post your, how did you find that workout? What was challenging? It's the beauty of, I always usually record my clients or self-record so I can look back at the tape and see how my form and technique was, right? And also, of course, having to, I did 10 repetitions on that one, right? So you do this workout again and you try to get to 11 or 12, right? And having that 10-minute cap. So 10 minutes at the 4 sets. And I believe I finished at 9:30. 9 minutes, and I did a 30-second jumping jack. Okay, well, next one. Do maybe perhaps hitting the 4 rounds, but trying to increase my time. Okay, so that's with the push-up. Actually, you don't be careful with that one. So make sure you still do the best you can by sticking with the 4 seconds down. That is the key point. That's the idea behind this workout was the eccentric, is building that discipline, building the fortitude and resilience. Okay, so yes, that's one we can do it is by tracking your time, seeing how much stronger you felt, looking at the recovery, looking at the recording after, and see how your technique was after the fact. All right, good stuff. That was day 2. Day 3. Stay tuned. Enjoy your day.